welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you game one of a huge 4-game weekend set. It's the Baltimore Orioles taking on the Minnesota Twins. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaumburg. And singing the big bat in the lineup so far this year, Matt Wallner.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got to really good chance of scoring a lot of runs. Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ahmed Rosario. Now move to first. Henderson dives back in safely. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Liner, base hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
And now it's Juan Soto. Strike one.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
And a pitch. Runners at the corners, nobody out. And we're just getting started here in the top of the first. That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. It's a bomb. He rocketed that one out of here. His 18th home run of the season, and that's how they take the lead. It's 3-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit. That one misses, and that is ball one.
Can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
And the 1-0. Swings through that one.
One ball, one strike.
Already 3 runs across in the frame as we play game one of this 4-game series. And that one hit to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. And a big factor for them in recent games, Ryan O'Hearn.
No, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
And a foul ball. To the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
2 outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
And the slider just misses. 2 outs, base is empty. That's a strike, and it's 1-1. There's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Orioles get 3 on this long ball. It's now 3-0.
Right now, right down, write your feelings out. Rhyme on a song loud, put my words in style. Find out why my people are crying out. Reach out with hip-hop, skateboard is your crowd.
Back here with my pal Singy, showing the slab in today's game. Dean Kremer. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Hammered, base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
Right there, he does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Buxton aboard here at first with nobody out. Sets him down looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
This to center field. Nabs it, and there's 2 down. And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these players even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, they step right in and continue with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
3-0 down. Fastball for a strike. You translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. And it bangs off the top of the wall. Around third. He'll score. It's 3-1. So 2 down, Matt Wallner, the next Twin up to hit. Right through there for a strike. Next pitch is downstairs. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Mullins makes the catch, inning over. And the Twins plate 1 on the double. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Colton Cowser. Junis back to work. Bounced up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. In there safely.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Yeah, no question. Here's Adley Rutschman. Singy, he was the first player taken in what has turned out to be a talented draft class.
Well, Boog, 2019 delivered a youth movement for Major League Baseball. Adley, Bobby Witt Jr., Corbin Carroll, and the list goes on. It's extra special when you're the top pick in a class with so much talent.
A big swing and a miss. Rusty Valentine doing the umpiring behind the dish for us. Maybe the best name in the league.
Yeah, that's a solid one, no doubt. I mean, who's better to ask than you? I kind of wonder, Rusty's his actual name or just a nickname?
Yeah, no clue. Runner at first with no outs here. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Righty to the plate. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
Two outs. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
And it finds its way through for a hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Stepping in, Gunnar Henderson. That's in for a strike. Henderson, in his 3rd season, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Right through there for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
The 0-2. And there's a ball. Here comes a pitch. On the ground to first, and he picks it up and he'll put it in his pocket. Mullins leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Line drive and foul ball. And he deals. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. Left-hand hitter waits. Ripped on a line. Dives and makes the catch.
Great diving catch to end the inning after the pitcher battles through a tough one. That'll fire up the dugout. Time to go hit.
Bottom of the second. Here's Trevor Larnach. The wind to the pitch. And there's the strike. And that's a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call. It's a good take.
And a pitch. Stays alive. Left-hand batter waits. Now a fly ball to right center. Mullins makes a nice running catch.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
And there's a foul ball. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it across. 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Just missed. The Twins trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. Next offering is in for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Just off the outside edge, and it's 2-1. Goes down looking. Twins retired in short order. Score holds. It's 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning and into the box for Baltimore. Ahmed Rosario. Junis back to work. Up the middle. Not in time. He legs it out.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Juan Soto now. Strike one.
You know, these Orioles doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
And that is in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. And it is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-1.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Now a chance for Ryan O'Hearn. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
And here is Jordan Westburg. Swings and misses. Strike one.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game.
And he swings over the top there.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
And the right-hander deals. On the ground, 2 ball. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. He's 0 for 1. Outside low, ball 1. Gets the outside corner with that one. Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Seth Lugo appears to be getting loose. Winder getting cranked up as well. The 1-1 is fouled off. And a 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The Orioles trying to break this one open. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Towards first. He gets there with the slide. Shadowell toss to second to first, and he throws it away.
Well, you're already down in the game, and not just by a couple. And then that error allows a run to score, and this is where things can really start to fall apart. As a team, they need to pick themselves up, find a way to play better baseball the rest of the way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jacob Junis will depart, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Seth Lugo. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Colton Cowser now at the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Mountcastle, the runner at second with one away. And that's a little bit high. Now 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
At the belt and fires. And that one wrapped foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Man at second. Gets a piece and stays alive. And the righty deals. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
A pretty good break on the curveball right there. Maybe not as down in the zone as he would have liked, but deceptive enough to get that swing and miss. And if you don't catch that pitch out front on the barrel, it bears in on you pretty hard.
Rutschman stands in with two away as he takes a ball. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. A couple of errors and 1 left on base. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 6 and the Twins 1. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Twins, Walker Jenkins. And the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Just missed. In the air, right field. Soto gets under it. And a quick out, number 1. So the lineup flips over. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up to hit. He led off the bottom of the first with a single and then came in to score. Just missed. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on. Off the mark there, and it's 2-0. And a good eye there. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Orioles leading by 5 here in the last half of the third. The punch out there, and there are 2 down.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Edouard Julien will hit next. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, as the number 2 hitter, 2 out, nobody on, you want to be a table setter. Work the at bat, get deep, whatever it takes. get on first base.
Here comes the 0-1. And strike 2.
One ball. Strike.
And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down go the Twins in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. All set for the start of the inning. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. The pitch. Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Right-hander kick steals. Outside. Nice grab. And very nicely done for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole. And then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
Here's the Orioles leadoff hitter, Gunnar Henderson. And that's outside. 1-0. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And that's a swing according to umpire Mike Fillmore. The 1-1. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for third. Now he launches a throw over his head.
I love the hustle out of the box. Man, he drove that baseball, and he was thinking triple right away.
So 1 gone with a runner at third. Now the number 2 hitter, Ahmed Rosario. There's a strike. That one a little bit high, and 1-1. Righty delivers.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. A gigantic blast. His second of the year. It's 8-1. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Juan Soto. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Foul ball there.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
The wide to kick the pitch. Fought off foul. He goes down looking.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
He swings and fouls one off. 2 runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
O'Hearn checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Did not go. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. Still a lopsided affair at 8-1 now. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back in Minnesota, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Carlos Correa. The wind of the pitch. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. One of the things with Correa, the impact he makes, not just on offense, but defense as well. A guy who's won a platinum glove as the best defender in the American League. Probably my favorite note, though, on Carlos Correa. He likes to, before games, go to a regular old batting cage and take BP with his dad. Here's Royce Lewis. Doubled in his first AB. And that's outside. One down, base is empty. Falling behind 2-1.
Looks like he's being a little cautious with him in this at bat after doubling the first time up. Doesn't want to make another mistake.
Kicks and deals. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Mullins raging back towards the wall. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Round second, digging for third. He's not stopping. On his way home. Dives and makes the tag. Great effort for the second out. And now, Matt Wallner. Just off the inside edge. Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And here it comes. In the air, center field. Mullins sizes this one up and makes the play, and that's out number 3. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Jordan Westburg. Westburg measures 6 feet 2 inches, 210 pounds, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Orioles really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Next offering is downstairs. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Got him swinging.
Man, there was no deviating from the fastball right there. He just kept coming after him with it. Here it is. Hit it if you can. And he just couldn't find a way to put it in play.
Fly ball down the line. Jenkins brings it in. 2 down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
That one fouled off. Swings and chases a low one there. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Slice the other way. That's a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Fouled off left side. Two outs. Runner on the move. And it's fouled away. Right-handed reliever. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. One hit, one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Orioles 8 and the Twins 1. Back in Target Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the DH, Trevor Larnach. The pitch. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Twins, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They really haven't worked many deep counts or long at-bats, and that's fine if you're having a lot of success, but at this point, I think it's time to make an adjustment.
That's to third. The throw to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So up next, Nolan Shotwell. Grounded out his first time up. On the ground to third. Sends it to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Ryan Jeffers. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And ball 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Next offering in there for a strike, and that is strike one. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing doing here for the Twins. It's still an 8-1 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And into the box for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Ball one, no strikes. That one missed. Two and 0 to count. Here it comes. Yeah, there's the strike. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. A wind in the pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Three and two now. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swings and misses, struck him out. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Gunnar Henderson.
And first offering is fouled off. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Lewis throws to first. There to beat him by an eyelash. Two outs, base is empty. Down to third baseman, Ahmed Rosario. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That clips the corner. Two down, nobody on. And we're the top half of the sixth. And another ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Good eye right there. Juan Soto hitting on deck circle. And he walked him.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
So digging in, Juan Soto. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
Lugo checks on first. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Next offering is down low. Wouldn't chase that time. The Orioles up big in this one as we play game one of this 4-game series. Swings through that.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Ryan O'Hearn, 1 for 3. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The 0-1. And that's in there at the knees.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
And a pitch. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Struck him out looking. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Orioles 8 and the Twins 1. And we're back. And now the right fielder, Walker Jenkins. And a pitch. That one in there across the letters. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And 1-2.
1 ball. He's straight.
Got him looking for the K. He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Next offering is in for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
And that one is inside. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth. That one hammered center field. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. And stepping in is the speedy Edouard Julien, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one. To the right side, Westberg. That's the third out, inning over. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the second baseman, Jordan Westberg. Lugo back to work. And that's off the inside edge. Ball one. Action in the pen down there. Matt Barnes getting loose out there. Stanek also throwing. Right through there for a strike. Left field, way back there. Bangs off the wall. Around first, digging for 2. The relay, not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now, Ryan Mountcastle, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one fouled off. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. That misses. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Jenkins going back, and it's caught just in front of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with 1 away. And next for the Orioles, Colton Cowser.
This is all about situational hitting. It's crucial in this spot. Do whatever it takes to put the ball in play, and hopefully you find a gap in the defense.
Foul ball. That's towards center. Buxton sprinting after it. Got it. Nice grab. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's safe. It's 9-1. Josh Winder taking over on the mound.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Misses off the plate, and that is ball one. And there's a ball. The pitch. That one missed. Now 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
And a 4-pitch walk.
Trying to work his way back into the count right there, but so much for that. Pretty good pitch, but just doesn't get the call on 3-0.
2 outs, runner at first. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. That one's in there, 0-1. Rutschman, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a foul ball.